It's happening. I'm officially going to my first cake party. I'm so excited. I'm not hosting this one. I actually don't personally know the person who is hosting, but I'm really excited. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. So I think I'm on, let's see, I'm a leafer. So I think I'm one of these. Potentially. Yeah, 4 leafers, 3. Okay, yes. So I think I'm in the right spot as a leafer. I've never done this. This is my first one. So hopefully I do this right. You guys, I am in the Palia Discord, and that is how I am. Let me talk to you guys. I'm in the Palia Discord and just like signed up for this. I got 50 leaves in my inventory, and this is a 50 times sweet leaf party, so we're good. I think I have 50, right? 30, 40, 50. Yeah, we have 50 sweet leaves. We're good. And then yeah, the slots are filling up, so we just have to kind of like wait for people to come and then we claim a spot. I really like this setup. This is so nice. Just like outdoors, perfect little cake setup. We're gonna hope this goes well. I think I've never even made a cake in the game. I don't even have the recipe unlocked. So this is going to be interesting, but I'm going to watch this video really quickly and then I will be back with you guys once we start this. Looks like we are getting ready to do this first cake party. Everybody's here. I see you over there. Not going to mention your name, but I'm literally watching your video right now. I just put a smiley face. You too? I think that person's talking to me. I make YouTube videos, but there could be someone else here who makes YouTube videos. But if you're talking about me, Rocket Panther, then hello. Great videos, by the way. I love to have them on while I do my stuff in Palia. Even watch day 2 on the plane. Ah, I think they're talking to me. It's so sweet. Ah, if Rocket is talking about me, that is like so sweet. So one thing I'm a little nervous about is that I do not have a lockbox and I didn't lock my stuff. So I have my sweet leaf in my inventory. Hopefully it will prioritize from my inventory because I literally don't have a lockbox. So we'll see. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous that I didn't like lockbox my stuff. Hold on, I want to see. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna give all my... Okay, cool. I just want to check that. I'm a little nervous because I don't have a lockbox. So I'm hoping I can just maybe like choose and it'll be fine because I do literally have like milk and sugar and all that stuff. But hopefully if I just click correctly, it'll be fine. I'm so nervous. I just don't want to be the one to mess this up because this is my first cake party and I'm sketched. I also did not know that it would pull from my inventory. So... Or I thought I had to bring this stuff with me because I didn't think it would like pull from my chest, but I guess it does. I literally have never cooked at anyone else's house, so I have no idea how this works. Yay! So it looks like we're full. We're good to go. So Ananke the first is going to start us off, and then us leafers are gonna go next. Gosh, I really hope I don't fuck this up. Please let me like choose the one. Choose it. I hope I'm gonna be so slow and nervous. This is how we do it. This is my first cake party. Okay, so we mix. We need sweet leaf. Okay, make. Okay, I'm starting. I'm doing it. Okay. So then I pick that up. Okay. Is that all I have to do? Okay, I just don't do anything else. Okay. Easy. So far, so good. Okay, and then we wait for them to bake. I think that's what's going down. You should see it pop into my inventory. Okay, we can see them doing frosting and stuff over there. Okay, good. And there's a cake. Oh my god. Cooking level 7. Okay. All right, this is working. This is working. We're doing good. Oh my word. Okay, this is not too bad. I can't believe I'm a part of this. This is awesome. I can't wait to host one of my own one day. It's gonna be so fun. But wow, this is awesome. So as long as I just don't really click anything. Also, it is taking the sweet leaf from my inventory, which is great. I don't even get the option to do the other stuff, which I think is nice. And there it is. Look at that, the cake. Right there. There it is. More celebration cakes. Okay, we make our sweet leaf. Beautiful. We're doing it. We're doing it. So I just kind of stand here for a while. I think I'll time lapse this for you guys so you can see how many cakes I get. But yeah, so far so good. So that was it, guys. Oh, that was my first cake party. I'm gonna talk about it in just a second. Let's get back to my house. Wow. Oh my goodness. So I might join again. What we could go do is sell all of these, and then we could go buy some other resources and do a different job. Because I'm not gonna be able to get enough sweet leaf. But I'm curious, I did not eat any of these. So if I sell all of these, what are we going to get? 64,000! Holy moly. That is so insane. So guys, that was my first cake party. And boy, was it so much fun. It was amazing. I think I raised up like I don't even know. It was like 3 levels. Were we on level 8? Well, I guess 2 levels. Or were we on 7? I don't know. But that is an insane amount of money. We got tons of star qualities. Being a leafer was so fun. I think I'll definitely choose to do that job again. For 64,000, I think I've been recording for about 50 minutes. So the party in total probably took about 45 minutes, I would say, to do all the cakes, which I don't mind. I don't have anything else to do. So yeah, almost 65,000, which will get me all the expansions I want for my house. So I could go buy that $60,000 plush at the Maji market, which kind of leads me to want to like do another round. I'm actually thinking maybe we just go sell these at Zeki's instead of waiting for the bin, because I really would love to do one more of these if possible. So I need 50 flowers, eggs, and butter to be a batter. I can't get sweet leaf. So, and I don't have enough jam. So I need to start working on getting more jam. But you guys, that was my first official cake party. It was hosted so well, hosted so incredibly well. It was smooth. It was relatively really easy. And it was just fantastic group of people. We were chatting the whole time, we were talking. It was just genuinely so much fun. Had a really great time hanging out with everybody, so this is definitely something I'm gonna do in the future. I feel like I didn't grab all the cakes. I feel like I definitely didn't grab all the cakes. And we leveled up so much. Like, that was awesome. All right, let's go through and sell these. 14,000. 14,000. 45,000. Okay, so I think I left some cakes in there probably. Unless I just don't get as much. I feel like I had way more than that. But we need to buy flour. We need to buy 50 flour. What is it? Flour, eggs, and butter. Okay, so I bought everything for batter. There's a couple other things that I definitely need to buy. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna go on a spending spree. I'll find another cake party to do here soon, but I do need to get the lockbox. It's only 1,000 and I haven't purchased it yet, so it would be... There's still one more slot for batter. I can do it. There's still one slot for batter. I'll be a batterer. I'll be a batterer. Alright, so I'm gonna purchase the lockbox as well as... Oh, the copper storage recipe is so much. Okay, I got everything for the next 50 rounds. I'm gonna try to be a batterer this time, which I'm sort of nervous about, but I think we'll be okay. I think it's good to do every task though, because then you get a feel for what it's all about. So I can't remember where batterers were. I think batterers at the mixing table. Yeah, they mix batter. That makes sense. Yeah, an amber star is a batterer too. Okay, perfect. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. So we'll see how this round goes. Okay guys, a second cake party in the books. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna set aside 30 for glowworms, I think. Because I currently don't have any, which is gonna make us lose out on 14,000. Maybe I should just split that in half. So 7,000. We'll see. So if I put all of these in here, and I pulled the rest out because I had put some in my inventory on accident instead of putting them, or I put them in my storage instead of my inventory. So if we go through and sell all of these, this is gonna get us 78,000. Okay, 85,000 if I sell all of them. That is so tempting. That would definitely get me another room expansion, as well as the plushie from the Maji market that I really want. Not to mention we already have 38,000, so I think I'm gonna do it. It goes out in 13 minutes. Yeah, I think we're gonna shipping bin it. My floor is glitched, don't worry about it. But I think I'm gonna use this money on the Maji market plush that I really want, and the super expensive one, like the 60k one. And then I'm probably gonna spend the rest of my money on housing expansions, as many as I can get. So while my ground is glitched and I'm tending to my farm, I wanted to tell you guys what I think about these parties. Kind of my overall thoughts and feelings on them now that I've been to 2. And I've done 2 roles. I do plan to do all of them eventually, but as my first little reaction, I think they're great. I think they're really fun. I mean, obviously you get a lot of money out of them, which in and of itself is great. I do think they're gonna nerf it. I do think they're gonna nerf it. I 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 think they're gonna I think that they don't want you to be able to make that much money in that amount of time. This game is supposed to be based around playing with others. And in a way, when you do a cake party, you are playing with so many people. That was the most people I've ever played with in one session, in one go, in one sitting. So it's really bothering me that my ground's glitched. So I'm gonna leave and come back and then finish this conversation. There we go. Okay, we're back. So yeah, going back to the topic of cake parties, I think they're awesome. That was the biggest group of people I've ever played with in this game at one time. And it was awesome. It was so much fun. It was collaborative. We all were hyping each other up and like talking in the chat about like, what are you gonna like spend your money on and what is your house gonna look like, and just like really cool fun conversations that I don't think I would normally have with other players if I wasn't kind of in this thing doing it with the other people. So sadly I know it's gonna get nerfed because I know that they don't want you to be making money like that, which again, this is the point I was going back to. It kind of sucks because I personally, as a very casual player who plays maybe 2 hours a day, sometimes I'll play 4 to 6 hours, especially when the game first came out. I was playing a lot. I need to move these. So yeah, I would consider myself to be a really casual player, and I've done the hunting, I've done the bug catching, I've done the fishing, specifically done the hunting a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, like, if that's your way of getting money, it gets really old after a while. Like, it's fun to go do every once in a while, but if you're trying to like have that be your primary source of income, it can be really repetitive doing that kind of stuff every single day. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I just have a really short attention span and I can't really do those kinds of things for long periods of time. But for me, like, I kind of got burnt out of hunting. Like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. And then they nerfed hunting too, which made that suck. And then they buffed the like harder creatures, and they buffed the harder creatures, but they're still really hard. They give you more items so you can sell those, which is great, but they're really hard to take down. You gotta hit them with like, and here's my voice dying on cue at every episode. You have to hit them with multiple slow arrows, at least 2, and then you have to hit them with at least 2 iron arrows. And so it just kind of takes a lot of resources. Half the time they run away from you. They're super fast, even with slow arrows. So hunting just hasn't been something that I've been excited to do. So this is like a really fun way as a player who has really struggled with money in this game. I think the way I've been making money is pretty passive. It is through my tomato farm. I've been setting up 2 plots of tomatoes like this. I guess 6 plots technically, 2 by 3. That gets me about, while I'm playing, it gets me maybe 3,000 to 4,000 for the 1 or 2 hours that I play a day. And in order to buy housing expansions and stuff and like progress as frequently as I would like to, it's just not enough. Like, I want to be able to buy a housing expansion every day. Housing expansions are 10k, and then after you get your first one, it goes up even higher. They're either 6k, 8k, 10k, and with my little tomato harvesting, that, you know, I barely get 3 to 4k in the time that I get to play as a very casual player. It's been hard. I know it looks like my house is really big. This house, just getting the little tiny expansions that I did, has been 4 weeks of work. Just with the front, the sides, and the little hallways. That was about four weeks of work since the closed beta. And I know they want this game to be a slow grind. They want you to come back and keep playing it for a long time. But I think there's also something to be said when something is a little bit too slow. When progression is a little too slow, it can make you kind of feel like, well, I want to get to do all these cool things, but I'm just having to grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. You finally get to do like a teensy bit of that cool thing that you wanted to do, and then it's like, dang, I gotta go back and grind and grind and grind and grind again to get the even bigger cool thing I want. That little plushie at the Maji Market, I was dreading it because I was like, with the 3,000, 4,000, whatever it may be that I was making, I was like, there's no way. Like there's physically no way I'm gonna be able to make that much money. So I'm really thankful for these cake parties because now I actually get to do it. I got to have a fun experience with other players in the game. I get to experience the things that I wanted to get. I got to talk to new people that I wouldn't have originally talked to. I got to go see someone's house that I probably would have never met, which again is just like another really cool part of it. It gives you the incentive to want to go over to other people's houses because they invite you over and then you can look around, and there's a lot that's cool to it because it was honestly really fun and I got a lot of money out of it, and now I can do a lot of cool things. 85,000 gold, and I'm taking my 85,000 and I am super happy with it. 124k, let's go.